Hi, it's Mary Sue Penn, and this is your series of discovering how to find your personal ace in the hole so that you can build upon a firm foundation based upon your true self and how you think, act, feel, and are in this world. So, I want to thank you first of all for voting for me in the Next Top Author contest at nexttopauthor.com. I really appreciate it. And this video is going to discuss today aces in the hole, specifically the ace of spades. And as you know, in solitaire, we build upon the aces. And just like in solitaire in life, we take our aces in the hole and we are able to build upon them. But sometimes we get a little lost in trying to find our purpose or to start out with something, whether it's a new project or a relationship or a new phase in our life. So at those times it's good to go back to our ace in the hole, pull out an ace in the hole. So today we're going to find out how we can find our own personal ace of spade in the hole. Now, these cards are all symbolic, and the spade, the ace of spade, relates to in the suit of swords in the tarot card. And you can see how it looks kind of like a sword or a spear. Now, this can be a very positive ace in the hole because the spear relates to one-pointed thinking, focus, mental acuity. So how do we find what's our ace in the hole related to the ace of spades? Well, let's do a little exercise. Let's take a few deep breaths, center ourselves, and this time I want you to put your hands gently in the center of your forehead, and this is the 6th chakra. This is our center of intuition and also mental ability. Now, a lot of times people will have this particular center closed off a bit because we may have a fear about being intuitive or having a natural psychic ability. So let's just gently rest our hands on that center in the middle of our forehead. Take deep breaths in and just see a white light filling our heads. That feels so good. Now, keeping our hands on our foreheads like that, we want to close our eyes and think back to a time when a way of quick thinking really meant a lot to us. We either had some quick thinking or perhaps there was some problem that we were wrestling with and we thought about it a long time and then slept on it, and then in the morning we had the solution. Or perhaps we physically worked on the problem to come up with a solution, and lo and behold, eventually a thought came to us. We were inspired, and we were able to solve that problem. So just go back to a time in your life where quick thinking made you feel so good. And then later I want you to write down all the details about that event and what specifically it was about that event that made you feel so good. What about your thinking in that event made you feel good? I'll give you a personal example. As a kid, I used to love games, and I still love games. I love thinking in that way, and one of my teachers had a game in class with flashcards. And it involved a multiplication table, so there'd be a multiplication fact on a flashcard. And we would go around the room from one desk to the next, and whoever got the answer first got to go to the next desk. Well, you know what? I just love that game, and playing that game made me feel so good because I love to have quick thinking. So that is really my ace of spades in the hole, is the ability to think quickly on my feet. And now maybe some of you can relate to that. Yeah, you have an innate ability to come up with a quick answer. Now, perhaps some other people, their ace in the hole is an ability to be able to ponder, mull things over, and so that when they come up with a response, it is profound and deep. So perhaps that is your ace of spades in the hole. So think of your incident as an adult, an incident that I can recall where my thinking made me feel so good. There are several times like that when I'll get an intuitive flash and I'll follow it and it proves to be true, and I love when that happens. My mom is a very sensitive person, and she uses those intuitive flashes so well. She's able to figure out, like a little detective, she can figure things out by using intuitive flashes. That is definitely my mom's ace of spades in the hole. So whatever it is, whatever you have for your ace of spades in the hole, you can rely on that when you're at a time of new beginnings and you want to build on something. Just recall what is your ace of spades in the hole, and you can use that in your life. So thank you once again, and please tell all your friends, spread the word about this series of finding your ace in the hole. And to spread the word, please ask people to go vote at www.nexttopauthor.com for Mary Sue Penn, Penn, and then they'll have access to this series of finding your ace in the hole. Thank you so much.